Today I learned that Discord has a ton of servers that commit fraud. But instead of useful stuff like how to commit tax fraud, it's cheap Uber Eats and cheap gaming PCs. But there's even some Discord servers that teach you how to commit fraud. And exposing that server is going to make a lot of Andrew Tate wannabes angry, and that's why I'm excited for this one. Out of the 3 different fraud schemes I'm going to show you in this video, the first one I want to put at the very beginning because it is the most prevalent. It might even be tempting, but we're talking about the cheap Uber Eats, DoorDash, food delivery services. This fraud problem is so big that if you go on Discord and you just search for Uber Eats, it feels like a never-ending page of Discord servers that are all committing fraud. But I'm taking a look at one specific Discord server called Dishy, where you can get your delivery for 60% cheaper. Now, it's no surprise, when I see fraud, I instantly join the Discord server. But ladies and gentlemen, this fraud Discord server has their own order reward system, which is batshit insane when you look at the math. You earn 10 points if you vouch for your order in the vouching channel, which we'll take a look at. But you get 100 points if you place an order that has a subtotal of at least $25. Now, what does one no-fee order stand for? Don't ask me any questions because I don't know. There's going to be a lot of language in here that I just don't understand. Business model. But an order of $25 gives you 100 points. And to get a free order, you need to redeem 100 points. Now hear me out for a second. This is how it works. If you place an order of $25, you get 100 points. And using 100 points, you can place another order for $25. They're just giving away free food. It's pretty obvious that this is all sketchy. Blah. Who cares what this guy says? I'm hungry and I want to eat something. For me to get my cheap Uber Eats, I need to give some random person on Discord my whole entire address and the gate code if I have one. If I live in some luxury mansion, they can now break into it. You can place any order, but you have a $25 minimum subtotal and you have a $30 max subtotal. So you can place orders between $25 to $30. All amounts that are $25 and under are 60% off. How do you get an order under $25 when the minimum is $25? And anything over $25 is overflow, where you pay full price, are discounted. If we had a competition on who could explain things more clearly, these guys would be dead last. But they did clarify at the very bottom that all food is legal. Now, for most of you, you have the question, what happens when I order food? And how can they afford this? Well, one of two things can happen. 1, you open this ticket, you give them your address, you send them money, and then they ban you from the Discord server. And if you complain, we'll leak your address. But I'm not satisfied with that answer because here's the thing. They do have a vouch channel where people have shown all these orders that they got, and let's say you somehow magically get your cheap Uber Eats order at your door. I can now eat McDonald's and get instant diarrhea, except that's a bad thing and not just the diarrhea. Assuming this server is not a scam and they're not just going to take your money and ban you, how do they get cheap DoorDash or Uber? How does it work? The money has to come from somewhere. And well, it's fraud. TD Bank customers in several provinces were hit with fraudulent DoorDash debit charges. So that
succulent Chinese meal
is being purchased by some elderly lady who got their credit card stolen. But these people running these cheap DoorDash servers have a bunch of old people's credit card information. And you might be asking, if you have a whole bunch of stolen credit cards, why are you selling DoorDash? If you use those credit cards on websites like Apple to buy a whole bunch of electronics or use it to buy designer clothing, if you ship it to your house, it directly puts the fraud under your home address, which is bad. Or what can happen is that you might trip the credit card's anti-fraud system and it freezes the credit cards. So instead, what these people will do is they will sell you cheap Uber Eats to people that are either naive and they don't understand what's going on, or for people that don't care about committing fraud. You kind of have to be a idiot in my eyes to be like, how am I magically paying less money for the same amount of food? So you're paying these fraudsters your clean money directly while you're taking the risk of the fraud being tied back to your own home address. It's the dumbest thing I have ever heard of people committing fraud for. Fast food. And you might think I'm completely talking out of my rear end here, but there's this dude here in the vouching channel, RN Bankroll. I wonder what RN stands for. It might be registered nurse, but you can see that they placed a meal. It was a delivery from Uber Eats for the customer Emerson F. Now that is definitely an old person's name. But they placed this order on March 15th at 9:10 p.m. And just before that, the same person, RN Bankroll, placed another order same day at 9:01 p.m. And this was for the customer, Holly, or Hallie. That might be a hot 40-year-old mama that you're scamming, and that's a no. But they're placing an order around the same time from the same location in two different names. It's pretty clear that this name is probably the name on the stolen credit card. And with these two orders being different, it means that the people behind this Discord server have a bunch of stolen credit cards. And I think the interesting thing about this is that it's me fella, the person that owns the server in air quotes, the person running it, is this Logan dude. And funny enough, just a year ago, they were in an e-girl Discord server asking people if somebody from the USA who has never had an app called Temu before, could they DM him? He was trying to farm those Temu referrals to get free stuff, so potentially committing referral fraud. And instead of doing this basic fraud, he upgraded to just straight up credit card fraud and stealing from old people instead of big companies. I shouldn't be saying this, but one of them I could be like, okay, I get it. But stealing from old people, man, come on. And again, I'm just showing you one Discord server out of the plenty. In fact, I found one Discord server that both does DoorDash and they also do Fortnite cheats. And the only reason why I'm talking about this is because I want some translation from someone in the audience. What is this dude here saying?
But f all them other piece of ass cheats you be using. We on a lard dot run till the day I die. Tap the f***ing.
And I think just with that one video, I am perfectly brain rotted enough to move on to our next type of fraud. Because as I was browsing TikTok, I came across this video that made me question everything, even my sexuality.
I only make $4,000 a month.
That is right, ladies and gentlemen. I am going to make money rain from the heavens by becoming a reseller. And with that, I'm going to be making $2,000 a month. Actually, new patch dropped. It's $10,000. Actually, that one was late. I was reading the wrong patch notes. It's $10,000. Oh no, $20,000 a month. And that's where we get to our prime candidate of education, LXL Mafia. When you're learning from the Mafia, if you were born into Mafia, then you really know. I don't know what you know, but that's just a shitty movie I wanted to reference. Now, this guy here made a video called How I Made $20,000 Reselling at 16. So right from the gates, we're targeting teenagers who probably don't know better.
Now, these suppliers are the ones that actually have the products themselves and are going to give you the products for cheap prices that you can go ahead and then resell the products.
So in essence, what's happening is that he's buying a knockoff product and you are reselling it as a new product. And how do I know this guy is trying to sell counterfeit products? I did the research, aka I went to his YouTube channel and he had a video called How to Stop Getting Banned from Reselling AirPods.
And make sure you guys are keeping it vague. We want to avoid any word that screams replica. And make sure you guys have vague keywords in your description. Now, we're not lying to the people, but we're not outright saying it's one-to-one or replica.
It's fraud, bro. And for some stupid reason, I don't know why people do this, but when you're telling people how to commit crime, why do you put your face directly in the video? But again, I'm a Discord channel, so I can't really touch this guy.
All you got to do is join my Discord, link in the description.
And ladies and gentlemen, I am now part of the LXL Mafia business network type shit. Now, the first thing I saw when I joined this Discord server is the word premium, so I hope you already know what's about to happen. But there was a channel called Premium Wins, where people flex and show all the profit they made. Easy sales during school. These are teenagers who are selling counterfeit AirPods to people at their school. Now, when I was in school, I was talking about Wizard 101. But these guys are on a whole different level because this is how to get your kicked in 101. In the final premium win, oh man, too soon. Rest in peace. So it should be pretty clear that the people that are doing this sort of stuff are young teenagers, because I was looking through the general chat and Mr. Senor said, I don't know what to do. I bought fake AirPods and I don't want to get into legal trouble when selling. What should I do? Bro, to be honest, you don't really get caught if they are good one-to-one. You can sell the ones you got as fake if they bad fakes, but we got the best AirPod vendors and get access. Again, they're trying to sell me premium. And for the people that are asking, the reason why he put V3NDORS, like not vendors, but he put a 3, is that these people are like so schizophrenic and afraid of being like tracked down by the feds or getting banned by Discord that they will change their words to include numbers in them. Newsflash. Actually, I don't want to spoil it, but this doesn't work. And it doesn't stop there, because we have this person here who's actually a kid. How do I convince my parents to show them that this is not illegal? Just tell them it isn't illegal, because these products are made from the same people that these big companies get all their products from. And basically they're paying, like, say $4 per shoe or even $10 per headphones. And they just list them at a higher price in their store. This doesn't sound right to me, because after you not 10 seconds of Googling, it was the first result that I saw. According to the US Customs and Border Protection, talking about the truth behind counterfeits, purchasing counterfeit goods is illegal, and transporting those goods into the US may result in civil or criminal penalties. If you're selling some doo-doo AirPods that are $9 under the guise that it is a real product, that is the definition of fraud. In fact, it seems like it's so common sense that this young fella here is explaining it to us.
Also, I never hear anybody talk about this. Reselling any replica items, including AirPods, is actually illegal.
And if we take a look at the comments, the second comment said, "Pro gatekeeper." This dude has drunken the Kool-Aid. He's just saying that so guys don't make it oversaturated. Bro just wants to make his money. This is why you should not resell AirPods. Holds up all the AirPods he's currently selling. We got a gatekeeper over here. If it isn't clear, the people that are doing this reselling stuff, I'm gonna put it nicely here, they are the dumbest people I have witnessed on the internet. I stumbled across two 16-year-olds who live in their mom's house. It's just like a friend coming over to another friend's house, and what they do is they make YouTube videos about them reselling. In their video, they show they're unboxing their massive box of like counterfeit clothing. So it's them committing a crime and showing them unboxing their goods. And in the video, they show their tracking number, and if you search up their tracking number, you can see that the package was delivered to their house. And in the video, the box that they shows their home address. Yeah, so the collective IQ of the reselling fraud scheme is like 2. But with that, no, this guy is a pro gatekeeper. In fact, if we go back to LXL Mafia Network, these guys are in fact gatekeeping me because I wanted to get all these resources, books, student advice. But the issue is that if I try looking at the permissions, these are only for people that have premium. How am I going to get this locked information without having to spend $30? And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to make a public thanks to every single other moron on YouTube that explains how they commit fraud. From this one dude who is vlogging himself selling fake sneakers to an old Asian man who is also the most drippy hype beast I have ever seen. We have this dude.
But I don't get what I did. I don't know why you're taking me down, bro. Like, what I even do? I just posted AirPods, bro. I didn't put refs or anything in the bio or whatever, so I don't get why I'm getting taken
I don't even know what he said, but I think he streams on Twitch or something. And we have this dude here.
You probably clicked on this video because you're broke and trying to find a way to make money. Well, I don't gatekeep, so I'm gonna show you guys the perfect method.
He does not gatekeep, ladies and gentlemen. This is the person we should be getting our information from. How to actually start reselling in 2025. Now, if you watch this video, all he wants you to do is to just scroll down and click on this supplier's link that he has in his description. But instead of this guy trying to sell you premium, because actually, he does sell premium. He sells a membership, I guess, but also he sells his vendors where you can buy FairPods. You can buy Denim Tier, Denim Tier, Pone Vendor, Chrome Hearts Vendor. Daisun, our rap vendor. Now, is this an illiterate dude making a website for the first time? No, these are all spelt incorrectly to prevent the website from being taken down. All these YouTube videos are trying to show you is how to sell counterfeit goods as real stuff, so they're telling you how to commit fraud. And these guys will help you commit fraud even better than you thought you could by just making you pay for the information. If you guys ever heard of the saying of selling shovels in a gold rush, that's exactly what this website is doing. If I get the Daisun, what I'm getting is I'm just getting a link to like a PDF or an email with just a text file that has like a whole bunch of websites that I can buy fake crap from. Now guys, I'm gonna disrupt the whole entire reselling business by showing you a vendor that I found on Discord. But they have their Discord server. They're called Nice Kick Shop. Happy New Year. Buy Jordan 4 Bape. Send free hoodie. Now this screams trustworthy. In fact, I went to their own website. I feel like my credit card information is gonna go right to those Uber Eats people. But instead of me just completely laughing at this, there are Discord servers and different websites where it's these Chinese companies that are trying to sell you these fake products. In fact, these guys have their own QC needed channel where basically you ask about certain things. So like, anyone got Nocta Hot Step 2 QC picks? I'll be honest with all of you, I don't know what the any of that means. But you can ask for how they look, and people that have bought from that website or people that are part of the website team, they'll send videos of them wearing the shoes. And we have this heater here, this guy with his light up Skechers. Why would you ever want to buy these? I don't know. So now at this point in the fraud scheme, you have given someone money to get one of their special vendors, and then you gave money to some random sketchy company, but at the end of the day, you finally have some garbage sitting in your room. You're like those 16-year-olds that showed their home address in a YouTube video. You're gonna make it big now. No. People are gonna think that you're scamming them.
First of all, you can build trust with the customer by showing them a receipt, for example, from stock X. In order to gather a receipt, you will need a fake receipt generator.
Oh, and by the way, that receipt generator, you gotta pay for that too. I'm in this Discord server where they have a purchase channel where you need to pay a subscription to generate fraudulent receipts because Photoshop and going on Google, too hard. Pickaxes during the gold rush. But with that, ladies and gentlemen, you have every piece that you need to commit this whole fraud scheme. You can sell the product with the fake receipt, make money, which is just committing fraud by scamming people. And if you're dumb enough, like half the people I showed you, you might even make TikToks about it, showing off your probably fake watches because the whole thing is talking about reselling. So this really isn't flexing, I guess. I don't even know. So it's time to make my brain just not function at all by moving on to our final bit of fraud. If we remember those Uber Eats fraudsters for a second, why commit fraud for only $25 worth of McDonald's diarrhea-inducing food product when instead you could commit fraud by getting a whole gaming PC with an RTX 5090 for 500 Great British pounds? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm on TikTok and I'm looking at Mafia PCs, which is also called the PC company. They have multiple names because they're just spamming TikTok. And I mean, to be honest, when you hear these TikToks, it had the bedroom music on that I gotta turn off because I don't know if I can use it in a video. I'm a little aroused, as in excited to reach into my pants and grab out my wallet and give this guy money. I just talked about people getting Uber Eats for cheap. And if this person's selling these computers for cheap, maybe it's the same sort of fraud scheme. In fact, one of my viewers that reached out to me about this interviewed the guy in a ticket saying, you know, the fact that a 4090 PC is 500 euros, it doesn't make any sense. And this guy said, are you stupid? We refunded the PC so we got it for free. And then they said, don't judge a book by a cover. And the second I saw this guy get angry, my God, I knew what I had to do. I went into the Discord server and I created a ticket because I wanted to buy the 5090 PC. I need a new work computer. And unfortunately for this guy, I was being a little bit stubborn because I told him, your business plan does not make sense. If you get computers for like 10 to 20% of MSRP and you can easily sell them for 70 to 80% MSRP, because if you have like a 5090, you sell that thing for the normal price and it's not scalped, it's instantly getting bought by all the scalpers. And if that's the case, why is the PC company selling computers for only 30% of MSRP? But according to this guy, he sells thousands of computers, not a little amount. And then he says, I hate the word. You have no idea how the world works, bro. And ironically, I told him that he could sell thousands of 5090s for 80% MSRP. And he said, nah, I can't because I can't go through tax. You just admitted you don't pay tax. Yeah, I'm underage. I admitted. You've said literally every possible thing that could be a red flag as a scammer. Congratulations. And he said, thanks, man. And then he started getting defensive with me. It's fine. I still got thousands of customers a month. If you scroll through, there's a lot of tickets that people made, by the way. This is really bad. And I said, if you're going to be insecure about things, at least have something substantial to back it up. I have everything to back up. I could get kicked out of everything and I'll have enough money to live by myself for years upon years. He's reaching. But unlike the Uber Eats thing that we talked about, if you go to their shop, let's see, I want to get a 5090 PC. Okay, this is what we saw on TikTok. Now I'm going to do this revolutionary move. Not a lot of people know about it. It's called search with Google Lens. And I just searched the image. And would you look at that, boys? It's being sold on eBay by this. Oh, there's even a Reddit thread talking about the PC company. But this was being sold on eBay. These photos, they're exactly the same. Is this Dan? Hello? Am I talking to Dan? No, because Dan is probably a real human being who's selling a computer on eBay for $6,000. I think paying $6,000, which might be a lot of extra money on top, is a lot more realistic than paying 750 Great British pounds. Like I said with the Uber Eats, if someone uses a stolen credit card to buy a $6,000 gaming computer to give to you for 750 Great British pounds, it doesn't work because the credit card's going to be frozen. In fact, a lot of people don't have a credit card limit that's like $6,000 just in one purchase. That is instantly how you get your credit card frozen, even if it's a real purchase. I've done this before. I bought something expensive. Instantly frozen credit card. My bank was like, bro, you got hacked. No, I'm just making making poor financial decisions right now. The depression has hit pretty hard, Chief. Objectively, even if this dude was trying to commit fraud, this just wouldn't work. But they even have a proof channel, and I mean, I don't know what you guys are expecting. I click on this image here. Thanks for the white 4090 PC. Looks so good with my setup, brother. Oh no, don't do it. Search with Google Lens. And oh my goodness, it's on You Buy Philippines. This is even on Amazon. Now, despite the PC company saying, I don't scam, never will, it's filth, this is a scam. In fact, just to make it even more clear, he opened up a new purchasing system where you can pay a 50% deposit, which is just lowering the bar to scam people. You'll see, no, I don't have to pay 750 Great British Pounds. No, instead, I can give this guy 375 Great British Pounds. And what's going to happen when you give this guy money? You're going to disappear. But ladies and gentlemen, that's all my posh brain can handle from this disgusting Discord fraud. But as Queen Lizzie once said, God bless her soul, if it's too good to be true, it probably is. Everyone in the UK is going to murder me for that horrible joke, so I'm just taking shelter. Bye, gamers. I love you. Mwah!